Raptors win a big game against the Wizards, 109 to 105, and leave it to Raptors to make it a close game at the end. We had an 11-point lead in the fourth quarter. We went 4 minutes without scoring anything. We were They went in the zone and we couldn't stop it, and they went on that run in the fourth quarter. But Raptors show resilience. Once again, this was another good win for us. We didn't shoot well from three again, but we shot better this day. But honestly, it was just a well-rounded game. Fred Lee played well. He was a good did a good job as point guard. His offense wasn't there as much, but he still came in and brought the energy. Siakam started at center. Of course, we can't have Siakam play center all the time, but he did a good job. He made some good pressure shots, and his mid range is coming in. And I like what the Raptors do because we're not a good 3 point shooting team, even though we shoot a lot. But like teams play zone, we attack the mid range, and that's where you see OG getting his buckets and Scottie Barnes and even Gary Trent. Like that mid range, that elbow area, we live there, and I really like that because Scottie Barnes, he was living in the paint. He only shot 1 3, but he had 27 points. He was active on the boards. He was doing everything. He was doing all the dirty work. He was great as well. Showed energy. And OG, of course, OG is just his three didn't hit, but he was there. He was playing great defense. Just it was just a well-rounded game. Gary Trent came back, so we didn't have as heavy of minutes, even though no, we did. We ran a 9-man rotation, and Justin Champagne only played 2 minutes. For Van Vliet still played 39 minutes. Maybe when Ken Burch comes in, it might be different, but honestly, it's looking like I don't know because we don't have a backup point guard. Like I don't know if we can trust Malachi Flynn and Banton. He's not getting enough minutes. Of course, he's playing great in Raptors 905, but he's not getting enough minutes. So for Van Vliet is going to be looking like 40 minutes. That's the regular. That's regular for him. And well, thankfully he's durable, but I mean it can't last for that long. If Fred VanVleet gets injured, we're screwed. And of course, knock on wood, but we're really screwed. And Precious Chua, he started out the season. I was like trade him. I was so gun ho on trading this guy, but he's come to his own. He's a great rebounder for his size, even though he's like 6'8". He's strong, athletic, and he can handle the ball. But one thing that he's doing is not forcing anything anymore. Of course, he's still not making as much layups as I'd like him to. He's still shooting pretty poor for a center or power forward, whatever he is. Like for the season, he's shooting 41%, and as a forward slash center, that's pathetic. But he's coming to his own. I can't even lie. He's rebounding. He knows when to pass, when not to pass, and he's doing everything right. He's active on defensive end. He's doing everything right, and there's nothing I can be mad about with Precious Chua. Chris Boucher as well. For starting out the season, he was ass. He was garbage. But Chris Boucher has come to his own as well. He's showing why he deserved a 2-year, $14 million deal he got last year. And last year he played like a 6-man of the year candidate. And this year it took him a while to get back to his strengths, but he's active on the offensive glass. Even though he's like 6'7", 200 pounds, he doesn't weigh much more than me, and I'm a weak 6 feet. But he's active on the offensive end, active on offensive boards. He's grabbing rebounds as well. Active defensively, of course he does lunge for the like 3 point blocks a little bit too much. Like it's almost like teams know that he's gonna run at 3 point shooters, but he still is out there giving us energy, and I love that from him. But free agency, trade deadline, we need more bench scoring. We need a backup point guard. And as much as I want to run Malachi Flynn, I just don't know when we can play him because on the season, when he played, he looked really bad. He didn't look really bad. He just looked bad. Like he's also averaging 35 um percentage. Like his 35% from the field is crazy. That's a backup point guard. And of course, a lot of the times he hasn't been getting minutes, but when he's been getting a lot of minutes, it just hasn't looked good. And I don't expect him to play as well because he's only in his second year, so that would be another project. But honestly, I feel like he should be going to the G League. He's not getting enough run time, And for free agency, I think we need to bolster up our bench. As much as I like Watanabe as like defensively, it's looking like we're not gonna need his defense because Nick Nurse is he's very heavy on the minutes, and I like Justin Champagne honestly. He's not as good defensively. He's not as good defensively as Yuto Watanabe, but he's a better rebounder and he's a better shooter for sure. Like his corner threes, they're big for us. Watanabe offensively, he's just so inconsistent. So I think we need to get a backup point guard and some wing. I think Svi Mikhailuk after trade deadline, I think he'll play more because honestly, I feel like he has his place on this team, and I feel like when we play a team where we can get extra reps, Svi Mikhailuk can show Nick Nurse what he's made out of. Because I just don't like 40 minutes for each of our like three of our starters. It's just unbelievable. And Ken Birch comes back. I don't even know if that eats out away our minutes because Ken Birch, yeah, he's a better defensive player than Precious Chua. He's a better passer, but I kind of like Precious Chua on Chris Boucher coming off the bench. I kind of like that tandem because one is stronger, handle the ball. The other one is just energy guy, blocks, help side defense, and they can both. Actually, both of them can shoot. Chris Boucher's, I mean, his stroke has come alive in the past few weeks. So it's a good win. It's a good win because we also we're fighting for seventh and eighth spot right now because Wizards are right, like we're in the mix. So this is gonna be a good win, and it's gonna be very important down the road. If you like the video, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and peace.